So when we talk about returns, Harsh, in equity,
Right.
what are the factors that determine it? So for example, when I look at an FD, I know it's an interest rate which determines my return, and the interest rate is set by the RBI
Right.
and the banks. But when it comes to equity, what
Right.
are the 4 or 5 parameters that I need to look at on the basis of which my returns will be factored in? So for example, the easy one is a company's performance.
Right.
Because I'm investing in a company. But
Right.
is that all, or are there other factors as well which determine my returns in equities?
Right. So, though investing in equity looks very, very simple, but it's not as simple as we make it out to be. So, in a simplistic way, if we have to see how much return I will make in equity is a function of how much is the earning growth of the entity where I'm putting in my money. So if a company is growing in terms of profitability at 20% per annum for next 20 years, more or less I will end up making that kind of a return on the equity or the stocks of that company also. But it's easier said than done. How do I ensure that the company where I'm putting in money has longevity and it keeps on growing for next 5 years or 10 years or 15 years? So we follow a model called MBV model, where we look at management, we look at business, and we look at valuation. So if I have to explain it, management is very, very important in today's parlance. It's about integrity of management and competence of management. I can still invest in a company or think of investing in a company where competence is maybe 50% lower or higher, but I would not want to invest in a company where integrity is a big question mark. So one of the things which has been positive in Indian equity market, which as a trend we have seen in last few years is, till about few years back, if the intent or the integrity of management was bad, a stock would correct, and after 3 months, 6 months, people would forget that and the stock would come back again to the same level. But today, if because of integrity a stock corrects, and if you take a position in that, it further corrects. You take again a position, it further corrects. So a stock which goes into a downward spiral because of poor management integrity never comes back, and that's what we have seen in last 4 to 5 years in India. That's very, very important. I would say that is 70 to 80% of our investment philosophy when we choose a company. Second is business. Today we are in a disruptive world. There are a lot of new ideas which keep on coming on a daily basis. So we should ensure that we are in a business which is long term, and within that business, the company where we are putting in money has some moat in terms of ensuring that it is able to capture the growth of that industry or that business over a longer period of time. Third is valuation. Now you have good management, you have good business, but you are entering a company which is very, very expensive. Maybe you will have to wait a very long period for you to make above optimal return. So if you have a combination of these three, you end up making really good return on equity. Now, one important aspect here is that these three elements are not additive in nature, they are multiplicative in nature. So what I mean to say is, if you choose a business, you say that management is zero, but business is good and valuation is good, let me put money into that. That will never play out for you, because if management is zero, in additive scenario, you would have still made return, but in a multiplicative scenario, 0 into something ends up being a 0. So rely on these three things, but understand it is multiplicative, and within these three things, the most important element to take care of is competence and integrity of management.
Wonderful talking to you, Harsh. Thank you very much for coming by.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.